been a while. I'm just using my phone and keeping it in my hand. Whatever. I'll just put it down once in a while here. Let's see. Yeah, it's not too bad. I don't think it's important for me to come in here and talk. It helps me. It helps me psychologically because I open up. I talk about stuff that I don't normally talk about. You know, today was an interesting day. Well, actually, let me just start off by saying I want to say hello and sorry, it's weird. Every time I'm on film, I get uptight. I'm not like this in real life. I guess maybe sometimes. But I'm pretty loose. Like, I'm a weird guy. I'm funny. Hey, I'm the one saying it. Ask my wife. She'll tell me who I really am. Uh, I I was reflecting on things in life, and seeing the age of things, seeing how time is changing as a person gets older. Seeing the past more clearly because you have a longer road. Hey, Brian. And hey, whatever. If you want to sub. I'm just chatting. That's all. That's all. I'm just chatting. Oh, cool, Brian. You know, unsub if you want. Okay. I'm boring as shit. Okay, just so you know. I'm a pretty boring dude. I don't know, Polly. I think it's just like a marketing thing. You know, like, um, oh, let people compete psychologically to get number 2 or number 1 so that they put more comments in. You know, like you can see this, you can see the brainstorming happening in the meeting, right? All right, we got this idea, you know, and Pauli, I like that, Pauli. That's cool. And so, hey, I know, let's do this. And they put a little XP because we know there's a lot of gamers. XP is a funny thing, and you know, life is like a game. So, you know, it was intelligent of them, but it's also kind of a bother. I really don't like it. And I think they should have an option to turn it off. Or rather, tell people, hey, you can do this if you want, turn it on. Not just give it to us. But it's their boat, you know, it's their boat we're riding on. You know, Google is a giant. We're just fleas on its back. You know? All right, Polly. Bye. It feels really weird just like staring at the camera. It really does. I gotta be more relaxed, you know? See how this is. Maybe the lighting's just too much. You know, I am light sensitive, to be honest. It's part of my condition as well. You know, one of the signs. Um, yeah, it's a real thing. It's just like it's an irritant. It irritates. It causes like frustration. And so yeah, I like dim light. I might go a little bit dimmer. That's too much. Yeah, I'll keep it there right there. So yeah, talk about whatever, you know. I'm a total boring dude who's got, well, I shouldn't say I'm boring, that's for sure, but I don't know. I've got like so much to say, so much to do creatively, and I just don't do it. And I have reasons that I just don't know why. Because I think I would have figured out those reasons by now. They've been around. This this act, this action has been around for me for forever. And yeah. I hope you don't hear the gulps. Anyway. Oh, okay. Hey, Ray. Thanks, dude. That's funny. Was it like loud? Was it too loud? I'm serious. Serious question. Or was it like annoying loud? Like I can do it again, right? I'm gonna be honest. Oh shit, quite loud. Damn. I'll figure that out. So it is loud to be honest. That's pretty funny. Hey Ray, you're just doing these messages just so you could get number one crown. Look, you went from number 3 to number 1. And you just did like a triple. Like you did 3 comments in a row. You're like bam, 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 hat trick. It's just a stupid thing for people to psychologically like wanna do better than the add more comments to people's videos. It's pretty silly. It's marketing though. If it works, it works. It doesn't mean everyone agrees with it. I personally don't like it. I'm sure there may be some people who do. I wonder how the younger audience thinks of it. You know, I don't like it. But being a 15-year-old, you know, or whatever, uh, would they be like entertained by it and unconsciously just add more comments? You know, just add to whatever. whatever benefit that creates. Mm-hmm. So, I had some good thoughts today at work. I was just, I think a lot, and I tend to listen to music while I work. I'm glad I can do that. And, I will get in some kind of meditation and feel good. And, I felt this, it's not, this is the wrong word because it's a strong word, but it's like a weak version of it. Like, I felt like a bliss, like a content, like not content, but like I felt at peace. I was listening to the song and, you know, I felt at peace. I think the medications for that too. Yeah, I do have conditions. And I think about it too, though, and I go like, I already know this about myself. Like, I will constantly recreate myself, it seems. Hey, Isabel, thanks for coming by. I'm a schizoaffective, and I'm just talking. I've got my friends, and I don't mind being open. But I think it's important for me to just talk openly. It's good for me psychologically. And no, I don't think it goes as far as recreating myself. I don't think so. I would like to know what others around me think. Like, what does my wife think? Or what does my father think? What does my, sisters think? They go, yeah, he does recreate himself. Because I have changed my hairstyles, or tried different styles. Nothing drastic, though. But I do change. Like right now, I'm growing this beard. And I'm going to tell you something very interesting. One of the reasons I'm growing the beard, I think, it's because it's helping me mature. I hate to say this, but it's like I am a late bloomer. And that would be the polite way. I'd hear my mom call me that in a polite way as a child. You know, don't worry, you're just a late bloomer, something like that. And I had a speech impediment. I didn't talk. I really didn't talk in sentences at all until I was 4. I might say one word. I see, as a Gen Xer, you can see all these clues now of what you have. Because the science of psychiatry and psychology has increased greatly. Thanks to AI, able to read the brain, I'm sure. But it is kind of recreating myself. Do I get bored? No. I never, ever get bored. I never get bored. I may be boring because I'm a lonely person. I don't mind it. I may just go right into my own thing and just be happy and content. And that's the way it is. Um, well, like I'm analyzing right now, Ray, is that, I'm growing this beard. I never grew a beard, only once. And this beard is helping me mature, believe it or not. And it's helping me psychologically. Like, if it works for me, it works for me. To get me to be more responsible is something very needed. I have difficulties getting motivated. It's a real handicap. I have shit that I just operate and I don't know why, but I feel safe doing it that way. And lately, I've been feeling there's factors in my life that are making me feel more mature, where it's time to like pull up the bootstraps. Isn't that what the old saying is? You know, put the boots on and let's go. It's time. I'm 50. I think being 50 is hitting, but in a good way. Like I'm maturing. Maturing for me has been very difficult, even growing up, being a teenager and stuff. No, not really. I'm not on a quest to do it. Like, not in that fashion. It just is. Like, I just feel it arriving. I feel it like manifesting. Not a quest, not a decision. Not so much a decision to be more mature. That's not what caused it. Whatever caused it, whatever factor around my life, and made me analyze it. It's pretty good to analyze. And I want to run with that. Listen, for me to be in this position is improvement. And that's fucked up, I know. I work a full-time job. I labor. I do labor. I enjoy my job. I do my best. I'm professional at my job. I try to be. And hey, Landon. Hey, thanks for being here. Ray, don't mind me if I lose track, because I do lose track. I do have ADHD. I apologize. I don't use that loosely. Um, but improvement on what? I'm not sure even when I was... Improvement on what? I don't know. I said something about improving something, but I'm not sure. Thank you for the hearts. And Ray, I do appreciate your questions. I really appreciate it. I can sense the sincerity in it, but I just want you to know that I'm being sincere too. And, as a mature adult, you know, I lived in these waters my whole life. I'm not like brand new in these waters. Depression is my waters. Changing viewpoints and ways of thinking about life is part of my water. believing in things that majority of people don't is the water that I swim in. And I realized I've had that my whole life. So you know, because I know you're strangers, and whoever else is listening, I was diagnosed with schizoaffective disorder, bipolar type. And that was, I believe, I'm not positive, but I believe it was in 2019. I'm okay with talking about my condition. I think today mental awareness is at a peak and it will continue to climb. And I think the internet has been great with that. It's been good, but you know, it has its mixed bag of people, you know, but we can sniff out the ones that are sincere, we hope. And thank you everyone for being here. I appreciate it. Ray, if you don't mind, if you could be more specific with your questions, because I will tend to forget. Like, what are some of the features of that? What's that? I don't even know. I'm sorry. I don't want to make you have to type more. Yep. So some of the features of it is one of the worst cases for me is manic. And finding out what manic really is important. I didn't find out until I, found out I had the condition and studied it. So manic is a time when you go beyond what is considered normal of a person reaction to something or interest level. So here's a normal range, call it a range, and a manic will be really into it like way up here, or it can even go higher. And we may have done that here and there, even normal people, you know what I mean? Like, people with no diversity in their brain. And it's like, I went through it many times, and I always will go through it. It's my nature. It's controlled, but it's also allowed because you can't shut it off. It's just a part of your nature to do manics. And it's important to control them. And mine have been put under control. Like, we're talking about like manic things about nerd stuff. For real. Ray, it can have that for sure. Like, here's an example. Yeah, I'll do my best to try to like convey an idea of it. So you're playing Dungeons and Dragons, and you're making a character, and you print your character's name. You write his character really nice and neat. You think about his equipment, what it each weighs. Look at the manual of Dungeons and Dragons. It tells you the weight of everything. Um, But it's not just doing that. It's doing it 4 or 5 times a day. And looking at the aesthetic of the paper with the writing on it and saying, doesn't quite, you feel something's off. It's just, but you get this full excitement of the character that you have. That was me. I did that shit as a kid. It's other people too. Hey Mike, how are you? Yeah, for the same character. Yeah. And that's just one example. Just take take a Manic who loves comic books, like me. I don't have them anymore. I had to sell them all. I had an awesome fucking collection. But we have, as schizoaffective, we have compulsion. Absolutely. It's part of our schizoaffective DNA, so to speak. And yes, I do have that issue. It's under control, which is good. It won't be like something drastic, but I used to when I was younger. I don't anymore. If life presented an opening for that, and the people who I trusted to play with it today, I'd probably do it again, but it's far. It seems pretty far away. It's such a great game. If you have a chance to, you should. It's before the internet, man. It's before Nintendo. You used your own imagination with your friends, and you created fucking stories. Improv stories. It was so exciting. And you would just imagine your character, and because it was yours. And it was I always liked the rogue. I've always loved the character in the cloak who can hide, who can move in shadows, that kind of cool thing. But it's awesome. You should, if you have the opportunity to, I think you should try it out. Yeah, dude, clerics are cool. But look, video game and D&D paper dice are very different. Picture it like having a movie versus a novel. Like the video game cuts out a lot of the guts and it makes it too fast. And it takes away some of its actual aesthetics, to be honest. You're not able to put yourself into a computerized character as deep as you can with a paper dice character, in my observation. Hey, Albedo. Hey, how are you? Hey, thank you, sir. Thank you. Yeah, I love open world games. Right now, I'm still stuck in Marvel Rivals. I'm still stuck on Marvel Rivals. I love it. But I play competitive, but then I pause and I play like a character I never played, and I'll play in like easy stuff just to get used to the character. I role play when I fucking play games, dude. I like become the character. For me, that's kind of easy, and I've done that my whole life. Sometimes a little too much, but it's my nature. And Albino, I don't have a religion. I don't have a religion. If you're asking me, do I believe in God? I think I do believe in a creator of some sort. Um, do I have the answers? No. Do you have the answers? It seems like you think you do, but I'm not interested. I'm not interested. I'm not interested. I do know what God is. I'm not a newbie in that shit. I just wanted to say I'm a cult survivor, if you guys didn't know. And, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, dude, right. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Cool, man. Cool. You did your job. The angels have acknowledged your acts of praising him. And so, cool. Good job. Ah, okay. Hey, whatever. Yeah. So, yeah. This is paradise, man. I'm living in paradise. Don't you know that Phil Collins song? For you and me, right now, for you and me, we're actually living in paradise compared to what some of the other people are going through right now. So we're in fucking paradise. And I'm not a selfish guy. I don't want just this big fucking shit for myself. I'm not into having a lot of things. I don't need paradise. Peace of mind. Yeah, you know. I know, for real, this is hell. Like, honestly, it's really fucked up. We live in a very fucked up place. And, yeah. Yeah, I know that role-playing game. I know that role-playing game. That's all you gotta do, bro. Assimilate. Dude, I like that. Right, that sounds pretty dope. I want a fucking chili dog, though. Like, if the 7-Eleven has chili dogs, that's pretty dope. They have those nice, like, spicy sausages with the cheese in it. It's fucking insane. No, I don't. Oh, yeah, dude. But hey, in regards to, God and everything, uh, I don't know shit. And, I go through my phases. Again, I'm going to tell you, schizoaffective. And another big trait of them is they have strange beliefs. When I read that for the first time, I was like, shit, that tagged me, bro. That was the first thing. That was the first arrow that hit me directly, right in the chest. Boom. I was like, bing. I got some strange beliefs because I go into detail, and my brain goes into detail, and it creates shit. I have to admit that. And that's a very hard thing to do. Like, I still have a hard time, like, I don't have a yes or no answer to this. Like, does a person with a condition know when they act up? And, so anyway, At least I think sometimes I know, but there's sometimes when I think I don't know. But I know later. Yeah, Ray, it is. It is interesting. I take interest in what's going on in my life. Um, what else am I going to do? I'm going to be honest with you too. I have a very supportive family. I am extremely fortunate, and I hate to take it for granted. You know, um, there's more I can do, and I will do. I help them for sure. I'm not just, my family lives with my family. It's beautiful. They get to be with their granddaughter, and we're all together. It's nice, especially in today's climate. I'm not talking about the heat in today's financial climate. And anyway, uh, yeah, I do. To be honest, Ray, I do have a big imagination. Yeah, I say that humbly. But I just want to make it clear that when it comes to God and everything, um, I have my own faith. I have my own understanding, and that's what I can. That's what I can say. Awakened. It's really nice to have you here. It's a blessing to have you here. I really appreciate you being here. We're of like mind. So I'm just talking. That's all. Just like the title says. Ray has been asking a lot of questions. It's pretty cool. Well, it is. Like if you actually think about it. Yeah, it's weird awakened. It's like I'm down, but I feel fine. Like I'm used to this. Like I'm in this meditation state. And but I'm entertained. I feel I'm in the right place, so to speak, in mind wise. And there is some things to be down about, but like I have depression chronic, so it's the way it is. Yeah. So right now it's true. I don't feel really sad or anything, but you know, what is it? What does that mean? Burning out. Well, the blissful was well, you kind of reminded me of something I wanted to finish. That actually was half of the story. So I was feeling. I said blissful, but that was an exaggerated word. I said it's something of that, but in a lesser volume. And it's my own way of feeling good about my day. I create. And I was creating my own bliss, my own happiness, I should say, by listening to music, one particular song on repeat. And I just fell into it, and my imagination and my personality, it just put me in that state. but I actually feel I feel guilty because I'll tell you why. I'll tell you which song it was. I just feel guilty about it because I have so much I need to do as a husband, as a parent, you know, so much to do. Hey, Afila. And it's, again, I don't even know what it is sometimes. I'm just trying to dim this light. It's too much for me. Let me think. Yeah, that's better. Um, I just want to finish my thought. You know, I have these thoughts often, but I never talk about them. And so I feel like they're kind of like slippery. Awakened, I gotta read what you said here. I like that, Awakened. And you know, I have that ability to do that in my poetry and in my writing, storytelling. I just don't use it. I don't use it. That's one of the things I need to change this year. Well, let me just collect my thoughts. I'm not sure. It's no one's fault, it's me. Um, I'm just trying to recollect what I was talking about. And thanks for listening, everybody, for real. Like, this is counseling for me. It's friendship, and you're listening, and I really appreciate that. Yeah. Thank you. Wait. um, it'll come to me. It'll come back around. So, you know, I do feel better, to be honest. Like, it's nice to feel people's honest understanding or care. You know, it's like, it's cool to meet people who are similar to you and who will take the time to understand you. It's just a cool thing. It's very therapeutic. Yeah, dude. Oh, so the song. I'm gonna play it, and I'm gonna see if I can play it. It's so beautiful. I'm not kidding. I listened to it on loop for like 5 hours. No joke. I don't think it's a song any of you guys heard. If you do, hey, that's cool. I know you've heard of the band. You've definitely heard of the band. Yeah, yeah, yep, that's Manic. But I felt comfortable. I felt safe. I felt in my own world. I felt really at peace. That's what I meant when I said blissful. Yeah, Ray, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's cool, dude, man. It's therapeutic. Yeah, I do repeat, but 5 hours. I mean, I feel embarrassed to say that. I said 2 hours to my wife. I told her about the song. We listened to it. She really enjoyed it. And I told her I listened to it for 2 hours because I'm embarrassed. I'm listening to it for 5 hours. But you know what? I can do that because that's part of my personality. And that's also the sad part because things like that keep me happy, keep me stable. But it inhibits me from progressing in more responsibility. I can't take more responsibility. I feel like I know my limits. And I'm hoping maybe as I mature, I feel like maturity is kicking in. I like that. But it's also a little daunting. But also, I need to know not to take it too serious. Because if I do, it's going to get manic. And I can't get manic about being more mature. I just need to be. And so I told my wife today, I said, she doesn't like beards. And I understand why. She's okay with the goatee. She does not like side hair. She does not like it. So I said to her, look, I'm going to be sincerely honest, Um, the beard's helping me be more mature. Because when I look at myself, it's just right there. And I like it. Like it's a new look. It's kind of like the mature look of me. And I want to see it unfold. I want to see it bloom. And I think it's going to be nice. But I think it's going to be a constant reminder for me to not be a bum, to not be a person who refuses to do his part that he can do. That's my father talking in a way. I have this thing in my head about beard that, like, if I have it and I don't do anything, I'm gonna look like a bum. People are gonna be like, he just sits around, doesn't do shit, plays video games. Hey, you guys are cool too, but you're in the category of bum. Sorry. You guys are cool. I got nothing against you. But if you're able to work and you're not pulling your weight, that is what a bum is. Ah, I am. That's funny. I'm extremely sentimental. Yep. Um, can you be? Maybe I did, Ray. Maybe I did. If you're able to work full time and you're not for lack of initiative. It sounds pretty black and white. Yeah, there are definitely grays there. I acknowledge that. Like me, I don't want more responsibility. Anybody who's very black and white could be like, well, you've been working here for so many years, you should move up. Or hey, you have this opportunity. I'm content with staying down, and I've been that way my entire life, ever since I started working at like 16. It's because I can't handle the responsibility. I can maybe handle it for a week. Yeah, Ray, dude, I could never do that. You know, you know what though? Who knows? Maybe I could. I just don't know what it entails. But when I look at the responsibility and the pressure that people can get, I'm like, no, I would not do well with that. I'll have days where I could be fine, but there could be days where there's cracks and that interpolation just hits on the wrong crack and just like breaks open. I don't want that. That just means when I say breaks open, it doesn't mean I'm gonna like be the Hulk. But I'm a short guy anyway. Believe it or not, I'm 5'3". I'm 5'3". At least, hey, my wife's 5 foot, so I'm pretty fucking happy about that. But I yeah. Anyway, I ramble. I lose my stuff in thought. But listen, I'm gonna read some of the stuff you guys are saying. Yeah, awakened. I know it's tricky. Well, Ray, managers tend to do that. Am I right? Like, I always see him walking around and doing administrative things, which don't last long. I don't know what else they do. I think maybe that's what's about. Tell me if I'm wrong. Um, yeah. But hey, you got there. You played the game and you got there. One way, Ray, is to just say, how can you make it a little bit better and more peaceful for the employees? I am an employee. That's all I am. I'm one of the guys, the bottom feeders. I'm not degrading myself. I'm just saying I'm a person who works on the bottom. And I'm a labor person. And I'm okay with that. And so find a way to make it, make them smile, make them happy somehow. Use your imagination. Think about if you were there, how you would do it. Like if you were an employee, what would you want from Ray Orbison, general manager? If you were somebody else working there for 2 years, and then GM Roy Orbison made this employee feel better somehow. Not sure, it's up to you. But I think that's the responsibility of the GM. It's not just to make money for the investors, which is the main goal. But making people's lives easier. Work can be very stressful. Right, that's cool, man. It's cool you rely on your team, and I hope you treat them well. I'm sure you do. Is there anything you can do, though, to make it better? You don't have to answer that now. I'm just saying. That's great, Ray. Ray. That's very, very good. That's wonderful. It's good. Mm. So, Awakened. Um, you said, did I say something about my calling? And I'm just trying to think what I said earlier. um, I did feel, I felt very different. Like, I felt like almost like a new feeling. Like, I felt like I was seeing things through mature eyes. But it was nice. And then I can see things that are like undone, need attention, and my lack of responsibility hinders me, and it's sad. But I'm feeling this maturity, and I'm just gonna go through with it, and hopefully it's good. Oh man, they awakened. That's great. You know, this world needs it. And to just be able to go on a phone and live stream with strangers who care, it's pretty cool. It's really revolutionary. It's different. It's evolutionary. Ray, it's like I'm 50 years old. I'm not going to tell you where I work. But I already said I don't take jobs and responsibility. I'm not getting paid like, 10 bucks an hour, I'm getting paid more than that, but, just saying, like, you're doing a lot better, a lot more responsibility. Hey, Awakened, that's pretty interesting. Do you mind if I ask how old you are? Right. Oh, yeah, I could be doing better. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm getting pretty tired, and it's getting late, and we've been doing this for an hour. I think it's pretty awesome. Thank you guys for being here. Give it just a couple more minutes, and then I'll wrap it up. Hey, that's great. I turned 50 in April. I know, it's definitely a reflective age, especially as a Gen Xer. Yeah, we saw a lot. Every generations have seen a lot. Like our grandparents or our parents have seen so much. Yeah, cool, Ray. Cool. Thank you. What did you mean by enjoyed the break? I appreciate that. All right. Well, thank you. And we'll talk again, hopefully tomorrow. Hello. I want to say hello and good night to all of my friends out there who listen to this on replay or listen to it now. It's good to see you. Thank you for listening to me. And, my heart goes out to you. And it's to those kindred spirits and to those people who truly understand what I'm talking about. Cool. It's not so much love, it's recognition, which brings a form of happiness. Mm. Oh, that's cool, Awakened. All right, I might just have to look into that. So you do those on your channel? That's cool. I'm glad I can help you. That's nice. Well, thank you guys. I'm gonna get a little bite to eat because I'm starving. I work, I get home late, so I gotta eat something. All right, peace to you all.